What's up, guys? Back in the Palace of Pain. Got back home this morning at like 7:30. We left the tournament at 9 and drove straight home, which was brutal. 7.5 hours. I don't recommend that. I'm never going to do that again because I feel like shit today. But I wanted to get on here, do a little video quick about just talking about the Alabama States, how great of a tournament was. I got to give big props to Glenn Brooks, putting on a great event once again. Karen and Frank Bean, they run an amazing event, as we all know. And it was just, had a great time, man. Me and Josh Webb went up, we had a great experience. This was my first time being there. It was great catching up with everybody. Great talking to people that I haven't met, and great seeing old friends, man. It was just really, I had a blast. And I was blessed to do well. I mean, I competed. I only lost to one person, and I came second in the 242 class. I think there was like 8 or 10 of us. I can't remember, but I had a good performance. I used some tips that Jacob Abbott he gave me when he was down training. It really worked great for me. I felt super strong. I felt great. I felt in control of my matches. I wasn't out of position, and even the matches with Daniel Mosier, and I'll talk a little bit more about him. But even my matches with him, I didn't feel out of position, uncomfortable. Let me talk about Mosier, man. So me and Mosier kind of got into the sport about the same time. I think he was like 2011 or 12, and I was kind of at the end of 2012 pulling my first event. So I've seen this kid just, I shouldn't say kid, he's 44, but just excel. It's been, really, really cool to watch. I mean, he's a great athlete. I mean, he's a great competitor. He puts in the hard work. Dude, I've watched him pull, and, he's known for his hard hit to the pin pad, and I've never pulled really. I mean, I pulled some guys with some good hits. I mean, he's just on another level, So, pulling him, I had a few different game plans. I got some good advice from the bishops. Excuse me. I had some game plans. My first game plan was to just try to catch it. I wanted to try to go first, but I'm not fast. So I thought I could maybe just fucking stop maybe in a hook. Not a chance. not a chance. I haven't even watched the videos, but it'll make me laugh. I didn't take any videos, but they filmed, so it's just, whatever. And that happens to everybody. I mean, there wasn't anyone in the building that would have slowed that kid down. So, I mean, this is, everybody knows. So, it was just an honor to pull him. And I'm just happy I didn't blow my arm up. It's like he didn't blow my arm to bits, because, the second time, we pulled twice. I lost to him, went to B-side, came back up B-side, and of course faced him. The second time I was going to try to press him, but I just didn't feel comfortable pressing. I don't press. I haven't trained for that, but I'm definitely gonna put that in my arsenal. I kind of thought maybe I just wasn't reacting fast enough. Maybe I could just hook and pull back, drag and just catch, and it just blows through me. So, that didn't work either. So, and then since he won 2 classes, because he's such a beast, I was allowed to do the overall. So of course we met in the finals and overall. Well, actually I was in the basically like a semi. It was me and him, and then Glenn Brooks was the last one to face him. So I thought to myself, I'm going to go a little sooner in the go and try to top roll, because I feel like I'm starting to get a stronger riser. Well, my numbers in the gym and my technique I have to work on, of course, but I figured I could just, get out on his hand or fingers a little bit and maybe just hold and try to work my way back. But I think he allowed me to do that. And then I don't really have much of a good transition after then. So I gotta really start practicing that more, because I've been working on my hook transitions. Like I had 3 different lanes I was gonna use for my hook. But with him, I just felt it was just so fast and it's really a crazy, because it's such an explosive hit. It's just like, it's nothing like you've ever felt before. And it's amazing. I'm so glad, man. I'm not injured. I'm sore from pulling, but I'm not injured. So it was a good experience. I'm glad to experience that, and then try to maybe figure out how to counter that, so. But anyway, yeah, so it was great, man. He's a great competitor. Had a great time, great people, great event. The drive home was, it was a good drive home, but it's just so long. When you're like 7-8 hours away, spend the extra money on a hotel and, just chill. But Josh wanted to get back for the Super Bowl today, and he did well too. He came second in the overalls, and he lost to a guy he beat, and then he got kind of just tied up in the straps a little bit. So, but it was a good performance from him. He did well. Paul Passmore, got to see him and Austin Jaggers pull. That was a really great match. Austin Jaggers, I love this kid, man. He's a big monster, 310, a super cool guy. And I got to hang out and talk to him for a little bit, and he's really, gonna make his mark. And dude, I can't remember this other kid's name, but left-handed. He's a stud anyway, but I think he's from Tennessee, and his name escapes me now. I'm fucking, I'm brain dead from not sleeping very much. I can't sleep during the day, so I got like 2 hours sleep, so. Yeah, but this kid, man, he's like tall, good, nice beard, and just a stud, man. And he smashed a bunch of good guys and went to the finals with Christian Moore, and he lost. But yeah, and he's only been pulling. I was talking to him. He's only been pulling for like maybe 2 years now. So, but he trains with some really good guys. Got to talk to Big Frank. He's coming back from there in the Mississippi area. He wasn't pulling for a while, and then he just came back. He's like still young in the sport too, but big guy, big 330 pounder. Christian Moore, was great catching up with him, man. I knew his background in strength and powerlifting, but I didn't realize what a phenomenal world record powerlifting athlete he was when he was super young, man. He had like so many world records, over 1,000-pound squat, crazy 900 and some pound deadlifts. I forget what his bench was. I think it was like 660 or something. Just crazy power. This kid's a monster. And I'm so glad I'm going to be getting smaller and smaller so I can stay away from those guys. Being 50, it's better for me to be, actually, really honestly, realistically, I think that, 220 for sure. And then, these 205 classes and stuff, it's just healthier. And I just can be more competitive. I think my strength level at that level, I can still keep what I have now in a smaller weight. I don't get really weaker unless I don't have a good weight cut, and I've only experienced really a really shitty weight cut when I went to Mississippi and pulled Rance Clayton, and I was like 245, and I weighed in at 217 or 218. and I was just so depleted. I drove 12 hours to Mississippi by myself while I was cutting weight. It was just, it was just a horrible feeling. But if I just stay disciplined with my eating, which is what I'm gonna do, I can just walk around lighter. I'm not really a 240-pound guy. I carry the weight, but if I'm 220, I still have, my arm size. I'm still the same size. Less fat on my gut and lower back and shit. That doesn't help me with arm wrestling. So that being said, I just feel that I would be better off being at that weight and health-wise. I'm getting older. Being big and heavy when you're in your 50s is really tricky. And I have like 3 kids, an amazing wife. I have an amazing family, and I want to be able to compete, at a high level for me. And high levels like, competing around the best in the country, I'm not setting up like to go to Turkey and be a world champion. I mean, I'm realistic, but, I'm ranked 9th in the 220 class, and I think I can be competitive, and be in that realm of top 10, and be able to pull some of these really high-ranked guys and try to give them matches. I mean, of course, to train to win, but I just think that I'm not going to kill myself with drugs and food to be big at 50. It just doesn't make sense to me. I already know I have an enlarged heart, and also I already know about my leaky valve and stuff. So I have a leaky valve. So I already know that I'm already, because of the years of taking stuff, that I want to, have longevity in the sport and enjoy myself, man. So I'm going to enjoy living a clean, healthy lifestyle and competing and doing the best I can do, man, and putting in that work. I can't wait to get back to training. Now I'm in the gym again and I'm motivated. Can't wait to train. If I get some more sleep today, I might get a little workout in tonight. So, and yeah, man, just pushing through. Looking forward to, I'm going to compete in 2 weeks in Plant City. I'm going to use that as a practice. I talked to a bunch of guys, and it's, when they're local like that, they like always come to these events and they treat them like practices. I talked to a few people like Casey Coley that hasn't really, he competes once a year basically at that event, doesn't really train for it. Such a stud anyway, arm wrestling, it doesn't matter, and he's still strong and fit, and he's active and stuff, but it's interesting how they'll just use these, to see where they're at or whatever. Some guys that are still in the competitive realm of things, they use these local tournaments as practices. And, I think I need to do that more. And I think this drive kind of showed me that, hey man, I can go 3-4 hours to a tournament locally in Florida and support it if I'm available to do that. So I kind of want to, get out there and do that more. So there's a bunch of local tournaments I'm going to do this year here, support Florida Arm Wrestling. I got a huge super match in April 12th, so really now I'm just focusing on that. I'm going to use 2 of these tournaments as like gauges, practices, ready goes, being in the event situation, the pressure, all that shit. And you're going to use that because now I'm all thinking about Darren Bills. He's ranked 8th. We both got wins on Doug Allen, coming off the couch, Doug Allen. So I don't put any value into that. I'm a realist, but I feel that me and him match up good, man. We're both, inside pullers. Both, at a level. I think we're at that same level. I think it's going to be competitive. Yeah, man, I like this kid. He's a good kid as far as like what I see on social media and my interactions with him and his friends, and so yeah, so I'm just excited to be part of Steve Pettis's Michigan State's, man, and we'll see how that goes. I might pull the tournament too while I'm there, Felt really good. I pulled for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes maybe. I pulled a lot of people after the tournament, not during the left hand, they did right first. And I pulled a lot of people, man. I can't believe some of these kids, dude. I pulled this one kid. Well, I beat his brother, and the name escapes me, and I'm really shitty with names. I should prepare better for these little videos. But yeah, these two kids, one's 16 and one's 21. It's friggin' studs, dude. They are monsters, and yeah, man, it was really nice to meet them and pull with them. But it's really crazy. These young 18, 16, really pumped me up for C, because he really wants to, arm wrestle. He likes to do what Dad likes to do. So it's really cool. But I see, I met some father-son people there that were together. A few of them, I think 2 or 3. I know 2 for sure. One from Mississippi, and then the guys from Tennessee, James and his son, that looks like one of our training partners, I told them. But yeah, man, it's cool to see that, dad and son, bringing it to the game and competing and traveling. And I was talking to George, forget his last name, but him and his daughter, she's 21. We were sitting together talking, and he was telling me about how she would go with him when she was really young, and then she got into the sport. Doesn't pull now, but when she was early teens and stuff, and it was just cool them talking about that stuff. And I hope I get to share that with my girls and my family. That stuff just. I love being around other fathers and just seeing their perspective on how they're raising their kids and shit, man. It's really interesting to me. And I don't want to sidetrack off this video because I really just wanted to talk about arm wrestling, but it's just really cool how inspiring that is to me. A few people were saying that my videos and my training inspired them. I mean, that's really touching. But I understand how they feel because I get inspired by them, and them sharing their stories with me. A lot of people were sharing their stories with me because I freely allow myself to let people know about me. So it was just cool catching up and talking and just hearing some inspiring stories of people being sober now. They got a new lease on life. It's just amazing. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base on the tournament, Alabama State's. It was amazing. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for helping me push this channel. We're almost at 600 subscribers. My goal is to get 1,000 this year, and then push through and just start putting more content out there, pushing through more training. I didn't do any videos of the matches. I got to get out of that. I don't know why I always think, I just don't want to, I don't want to have any videos. I don't know why. Stupid. I have so many training videos, but I won't go, hey man, can you videotape me pulling? I think that's what it is. I think I need my own camera, man. Someday when I become famous, I can have an Artem follow me around. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Please like and keep the comments rolling. The ones, I guess, I don't know why, sometimes they're restricted in the comments, but the videos that you can make comments on, hit me up. I love talking to people, share your stories. I get inspired by everybody pushing themselves and working hard. And like I say, man, nothing inspires me more than someone that's coming from hardship, a man that's changed his life and now he's bettering himself and his family. I mean, those are amazing stories. So thanks, guys. Alabama State's great event. Thank you guys for support. Appreciate it. And I'll be posting some new videos of training this week and be focused on the next few competitions coming up and the super match on April 2nd in Michigan.